For this video, we are going to be revisiting a classic. If you've followed my channel at all, or you have watched my Legends content at some point or another, you've probably come across one of my many decks that are based around creatures with charge, whether that was Charger, Ray Chargels, or Time to Fight Battle Mage. And naturally, whenever an expansion comes out, I usually revisit some version of the list to see what the new cards may or may not have added. And in the case of Moons of Elsweyr, we got a fantastic card in Enraged Dragonknight. This card is kind of perfect for Time to Fight, and so this is, as you see on the screen, my current version, my updated version of Time to Fight Battle Mage, and the big inclusion is Enraged Dragonknight. This card is essentially replacing what I used to run Camlorn Hero for, which is, it's a creature that does direct damage when it comes into play. However, the fact that this does so in a way similar to Afflicted Elit is very important, because it means that you've got even more tools to potentially break your own runes, give yourself more gas for finishing off the opponent. It's also far more important than Camlorn Hero because it is a red card, it is a strength card, so it's naturally going to have some synergy with Northwind Outpost. So overall, this is just a fine inclusion. It's a great replacement for the old Camlorn Hero, and this is what I'm currently running. So if you are not familiar with Time to Fight, this is, if you played Magic the Gathering, this is a burn deck, if you will. And I don't mean like the combo burn assassin that Legends has recently had to deal with. I mean the straight, like, my entire deck is shocks and lightning bolts and all I do is go face. If you're trying to go for like the least interactive deck in Legends, this might be it, because you just don't care about your opponent or your own board. It's how much damage can I pump out as fast as possible and as direct as possible, and that's what this list is and is aimed to do. So now that I've finished rambling, we're going to do what we always do in the deck testing videos. We're going to go play 2 games, win or lose, and share the results. I think Time to Fight might be relatively okay positioned right now. It was much better at the launch of the expansion just because you get a lot of people experimenting, and this is the kind of deck that punishes unrefined lists, because this is one track, one mind, one singular linear purpose. You just go face. Like this is all this deck does, and it punishes decks that are trying to find their identity. But things are settling down, lists are a bit more refined. My client is apparently lagging a bit there, sorry about that. But as good as this is, we don't want any of these in our openers. So yeah, you can see I got this little disconnect thing showing up here. Thank you, Comcast. So anyway, we send all those back because we want early game. We want things like Relentless Raider, and then we would like some 2-drops. I mean, these are great, but these are meant to be finishers. So Afflicted Elit is perfect. We would rather open with this than the Raider. Now this does tip our hat that, hey, we're playing direct damage stuff. The reality is that when you see Elit and Battle Mage, most people think you're playing Prophecy Battle Mage, so sometimes they're afraid to hit you. That can work to your advantage if you're in an aggressive mirror, because if they're afraid of giving you prophecies and you're really not running a lot, but they're slowing themselves down because they're being timid, that helps. Oh, we're really sad to see that, because with this in hand, alright, fine. With this in hand, if you start with an Elit and then the next turn you can play this and then break the rune, because an Elit is a 2-drop that threatens doing just that, then you get the trigger, you get the bonus. In this instance instead though, we're just going to do it this way to get the bonus damage, and then we're going to lose this to the trade here. Nothing we can really do about that. Interesting to see the Mammoth. This might be mid Telvanni and not control Telvanni.
Behold, my magnificent monster.
Alright, so we just don't want Drain. in that regard. We are fine otherwise. All right, the lightning bolts in hand is also not something that we are excited to see. This is more damage now.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Let's do this.
Yeah. We're in a race, so the more that we can get in now, I think the better off we are. But yeah, the lightning bolts would be great off of prophecy to slow them down. You typically don't want them in your hand with this particular list, but... Alright, so they had another negation, which is not great for us.
My paws are quicker than your eyes.
But the raiding party is a pretty fantastic pickup.
We stand united.
So we'll do this.
Armor tests us.
Now, normally
Let's do this. Tell us.
I would just continue going face because we are a deck that does not like to play defense. However, this is a deck that has 11 on the board. They've got lightning bolts in their hand. They're likely going to make some value trades. So we actually have to consider whether we want to use this to just take this out. Because the reality is we've got 6 burst damage in our hand. So if this trades into 1, as long as the other stuff survives, then we kind of like just win. So I think slowing this down makes an awful lot of sense. You don't like to play defense with time to fight. Trading is typically not on the menu, but
The longer the odds.
you do have to worry about other aggressive lists in there. Yeah, see, there's a lightning bolt, so...
Let's do the fish stick.
this goes face. We are all in on those lightning bolts. But this goes face because now this threatens lethal, so... we will get it
Fires of all doing.
done with the old lightning bolt into the ice spike. A couple of other ways we could have done that, but we will take it. And that's the thing about time to fight is the games are fast, win or lose. Because typically if you're going to lose, it's because they stabilize with really big guards, or they get a lot of drain, a lot of health gain can really shut you down with a list like this. So you can typically identify pretty quickly when you've lost and then just concede. So the nice thing about time to fight is that your time investment is very low. But we're gonna jump into another game now. Hopefully get similar results. It'd be nice to get a couple of wins here, but that is one of the reasons why I've always enjoyed time to fight, is that you just get to play more games, right? Like, I can play 3 time to fight games in the time it takes me to play 1 tribunal game. And speaking of tribunal used to be a fantastic matchup for time to fight. Specifically, before Golden Initiate was a card, Tribunal didn't have many ways to actually gain health. Like, they could kill your stuff, they could remove your creatures, but then they didn't have a way to stabilize, and all of your creatures in this list are traditionally expendable, so that wasn't ever really an issue. But now they've got Barrow Stalkers, they've got Golden Initiates. Well, this is already not looking great for us. So I think what we're going to do is do this. The reason we're going to do that is we want this on the board, but we need to get rid of the Barrow Stalker, and we won't be able to without going like a Gatekeeper on our Firebrand here. So while it makes me sad, this is the way that we get rid of this, and getting rid of their drain is important. Sometimes you just race drain, like you can just out damage it, but when they open up with it, when it's like their first play, then it becomes a bit of an issue. So we could do this into this. Just, we know we're gonna lose this here. They're still 1 more turn away from Ice Storm, so we'll go ahead and do this. But this is already not looking great. They have that trade there. Oh, no removal. Okay, well, So now we've got another decision to be made. I think we're gonna do this.
Sniveling coward!
Naturally, we'll hit a prophecy. But the reason we do it here is we need something to potentially survive Ice Storm. Now, naturally, we don't survive Ice Storm because this will peel off our ward. And then they will Ice Storm us. There it is. But we'll get at least the 5/5 here, so... Again, a little bit sad that we hit the prophecy. We wanted to leave one creature back. But we have got them to 13. We have a couple of charged creatures in hand, so at the moment we're kind of just looking for ways to punch it home.
Easy as hunting a red skeever in the snow. Awaits you. We obey.
Yeah, we want to attack there. There's an argument to be made about maybe you let them attack into you, but they're not going to hit me and give me gas, realistically, and we wanted this low so that we had an opportunity to run something over. Right, so like, here we can hit this. This will at least break some damage in.
Easy as hunting a red skeever.
And then this can push. So the only thing that we are, you know, kind of upset about right now is that we don't have anything that like buffs our team, right? No northward outposts. So raiding party's not as effective. And obviously that allowed the Grizzly Gourmet. Ooh, this will not be good. This is a very impactful Necromancer.
The Nords must take back Skyrim. For Ulfric Sovngarde away. Armamora tests us. Time to fight. Talos.
Alright, so this is the best we got, but I feel like they're about to stabilize. This one would have went a little bit better if we would have found a Northwind outpost, I think, or if we wouldn't have hit the prophecy that denied us trying to play around Ice Storm a little bit.
Smell the stench of the
Also, the third Barrow Stalker, plus the Mentor's Ring. So, as I said, this deck loses to healing, and you're about to see exactly that. They're going to go way up above where... Wow, they should have just attacked. That's really interesting to me.
We stand you time to fight. Talos, we obey.
All right, well, normally this is, just so we're clear, if I was like on the ladder and I wasn't making this video, I would just concede there and move on, because there is no way that we pull this out. This is a good showcase on what time to fight loses to, so if you're wondering, your opponent finding all three Barrow Stalkers and the Mentor's Ring and the Prophecy to play around you trying to stop Ice Storm, that's how it happens. Sure.
Sniveling coward!
I have no fear of you, cowardly skeever.
I mean, that one turn, they could have gained so much more health. I know breaking my runes seems scary, but... And we're just... dead drawing now. As far as the old top decks go. Don't really have enough direct damage to do 15. They're not going to break my runes, because if they weren't going to do it for drain, then they're not going to do it this way, so... Oh, there we go. I think this goes to hand, theoretically. Because we want to break that and then get it off the board, but we're probably dead. They should have been more aggressive sooner, I think, and this game would already be over, but... I also, again, would have conceded a long time ago.
History shall remember this day.
Sure.
Let nothing through. Close ranks.
Slow it down, maybe. I mean, they haven't played any lightning bolts here, so it's entirely possible. Oh, they've just got that. So we can finally get rid of the thing that drains. But then we just died everything over here.
The battle shall be ours. You can't win.
So it's a small moral victory before we just lose. They don't have a way to skip my last rune, but it doesn't matter. There are no prophecies that save us. And that is game. So great showcase in what this loses to. Triple Barrow Stalker, plus a Necromancer to bring a Barrow Stalker back, plus a Mentor's Ring, and a Prophecy to ruin my Ice Storm attack. So, nonetheless, that's time to fight. This is the updated list. As always, there's going to be the deck code in the video description, and I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, may you walk on warm sands.